please like and subscribe.
Hello, Collective. Welcome to your reading. Collective, this is a general reading. All right. Take what you need and leave the rest behind. Creator, please bless this reading. Please bring the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for Collective, for Collective's person, and for the Crosswatcher. Thank you. Excuse me. All right. What are the messages, Creator, that you want the collective to know? What are the messages for those you're calling to this reading? Oh, getting vertigo. Okay, there's lots of energy coming through. Holy smoke. Okay, let's cut the cards. I'm hearing the name Jessie. I don't normally bring in names, but I'm definitely, the name Jessie came in. Okay. Oof. Heavy vertigo right now. All right. Creator, root girl, the disowned self. Ooh. Okay. That was in your recent past, Collective. Root girl, the disowned self. Oh my goodness, let's look at this card. Wow. Very, very sad. Very sad, very inward, very quiet. Withdrawn. The number 5 comes to me for some reason, just in here. So this is number 46, and when 46 is broken down, it becomes a 10. And when 10 is broken down, it becomes a 1. So whatever this was, the disowned self. Ooh, okay. This in itself was part of your individuation process. It's kind of an initiation, almost like a hero's journey. Almost like part of you had to go on a hero's journey. Oh, powerful card, very powerful energy. This is like initiation. Very powerful. Very painful initiation. I mean, that's the whole story behind power is often, I mean, look at even Harry Potter. Look at my throat, excuse me. All great power often has very humble beginnings. And I see a child here that is like being abandoned or feels so alone, just completely withdrawn. Something's happened, a trauma. some sort of trauma that you went through. Oh, that's an interesting card. Number 64, interesting. 46 and 64, the Woodwives, adaptability. Wow, you became very strong. Look at you, the root girl, the root girl. Oh my gosh, you are a healer. You have healing capacities within you. What I see here immediately is the root girl is, you were sustained and kept alive by your roots and whatever was going on in your environment or in your world was very devastating. I'm hearing the word devastating. And your roots within your ancestry, within your DNA is what held you up, what carried you. Badger medicine is often, and that's what I see when I look at this card, is badger medicine. Somebody that grew up in the underworld, meaning within the roots, the disowned self. That's so true with our shadow. Here we are, all these teachers talking about shadow work. What is shadow work? What is shadow work? Shadow work is essentially our roots. It is essentially the underworld of our roots. Think of yourself as a tree, and your branches spreading up into the heavens, and your roots reaching down into the underworld. Your roots, literal roots, digging down deep into the earth, and then metaphorically the underworld. Think about a badger that lives in holes and root systems underneath the forests. Root systems now, the science is now equating root system of a forest with the neurological connections and pathways of the brain, of the human brain. So, and collectively also, not just within one person, but collectively. So basically, societies are like forests, and oh gosh. Okay, this is from Clarissa Pincola's book, and I don't remember which one, but this is her saying that, the disowned self, you were pushed to the outside of your society, but the Creator wants you to know that you weren't, the Creator called you there because forests don't grow from the inside, they grow from the outside. So you being pushed to the outside, you are actually on the frontier. You were in the front lines on the frontier, leading. Whoever you are, you know a lot. You carry a lot in you. You carry a lot within you. You are aware of the human. You grew up in the underworld, meaning you grew up in the root system. That's what kept you alive. That's what sustained you. You had to learn that world, and then you had to heal. 64, number 46 and number 64. Oh. And being, you survived a lot. You survived a lot. You felt disowned. Maybe for some of you, you are orphans. I say that because I was, Ah, for others, you felt like you were an orphan, even though you were with your parents or your guardian or whoever, you felt like you were an orphan. hmm And now, as you head into your current energies, you have healed. Like, look at the color flowing and the growth. You grew very strong, and you maintained your ability to be flexible when you needed to be. But your roots are strong, are very deep. I mean, you can tell just by looking at the way this wood looks. The roots go very deep. It's very beautiful. That's excellent. So very adaptable. You know, your first experiences as a child taught you a lot about the world, and you're able to adapt. You see the energetic language between people. You see the energetic exchange of power between people when they speak. And this saved your life growing up. You were able to navigate, even though you didn't have the language for it, you intuitively understood this. That's what I'm picking up on. Very beautiful energy. And ooh, number 58, vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Holy smoke, this is powerful energy. Very powerful energy. Oh, I just got a cool blast of air on the back of my neck. Okay. Yes, where you're going, like the work you've been doing on yourself. The work you've been doing on yourself is you've been going very deep to heal a lot of your wounds. Something has happened with either your healing process. Vanishing mirror. This feels pretty sudden though. This feels pretty sudden, like some sort of, maybe some kind of holotropic experience or chemical. Something's happened that has shattered your paradigm of yourself. Something is going to happen in your future that is going to shatter you. Release yourself. Release yourself. Vanishing mirror. Release yourself from the hold you've had over yourself of an expectation, a model. That's it. That's it. That's what this is about. You're going to be releasing yourself from a model, an expectation of how you think you're supposed to look, where you think you're supposed to be, compared to everybody else in society. You're different. You are different. There's something about your energy, like you're not just a person that just unconsciously goes about their life. That's what I don't feel that at all. I feel like you are very aware, so much so that it hurts sometimes. I get a very great sense of vulnerability also too. Okay, what's on the bottom of the deck? A tidy house, clarity and organization. See, that's what I mean. The work you've been doing on yourself. You've been doing great work upon yourself. Very deep work, healing work, confronting yourself, confronting you, you know, the work of the masters. Okay, let's do some clarification. I'm going to be using the Rider White deck. What is the root girl creator? What is the root girl? The energy was so thick there. I was just, oof. All right, and let's touch on the numerology here. Okay, so 6 plus 4 is a 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So this is 1, this is 1. 58, 5 plus 8 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. So 1, 2 plus 4 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. Very spiritual number. This is a very spiritual reading. Spiritual message for you. Okay. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Swords upright. Queen of Cups. I'm hearing 5 cards. Okay, let's look at these individually here. So the Knight of Wands in reverse. You grew up with a lot of seeing a lot of anger in your life, and that just became how you dealt with things in your life. Just anger, impulsive, reckless. Yeah. But you had experiences, people around you that also, you know, helped you discipline yourself, help you wake up. Even if, I'm feeling this is people that spoke to you very efficiently, very abruptly, very quickly to get you back in alignment with yourself. And I'm feeling that this came from somebody who really loved you. And I'm feeling that this is also partly you. You kind of became this energy, like a self, very comforting, very compassionate. Very kind and very good-natured person. Even though you had experienced so much heartache, but you have very strong faith. You have a very strong connection to a hidden world. You know, as I say, you know, you grew up in the underworld. Okay. What is the current energies of the collective creator, the Woodwives? What is the Woodwives about? You know, it's interesting because, you know, symbolically and shamanically, we are all trees. And look at the aura around her head. So you have a lot of clarity, a a lot of clarity. And you're also in touch with your power. Red energy, yellow energy. I'm feeling as illumination, but I'm also feeling it as joy. I feel a sense of freedom. I feel you have like a sense of freedom. Yeah. You've reached a place of freedom. Okay. The Empress in reverse. The Devil. The Seven of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups upright. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you lost interest in a lot of... There was either a Capricorn in your life, and it's not that you lost interest in this person, it's just you guys no longer resonated on the same wavelength anymore, and you really felt like you needed to honor what's in you. But that also required you going up against your own obstacles that was holding you back from aligning with yourself. And in going up against those obstacles, your attachments. Interesting one on the bottom of the deck right here is the Eight of Cups. Interesting. Just leave that right there for now until we clarify for that one. So this required you going up against a lot of your attachments, your addictions, your energies that were out of balance. And you did that. You went up against these things by understanding your illusions. You felt there was you felt confused about who you were. And as I say, as Ram Dass said, all confusion is the confusion of motives. So you realized that you just lacked a direction. You were needing direction. And you began to get clear. What is it that you want? What do you want to do with your life? And in getting clear, it brought in new inspiration, higher inspiration. As I said, you have a very strong connection to the Creator, to whatever you call it, whatever spirit is to you. Whether it's being in the bush, maybe you're like in the woods, in the forest, in nature. But whatever it is, it pours into you. You have now a conscious relationship with it. As a child, it was more out of survival, but you maintained it. You lost interest in something else that you were plugged into, and it kept you out of alignment with yourself. And you went up against your illusions and your lack of direction and focused, and in came new energy. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. Yes, you just couldn't rely on an old world anymore. It was over. And not only that, but you were just tired of all the deception. And this is also Aquarius energy. You were coming clean with yourself. You were coming clean with yourself. Rethinking your approach to yourself, approach to your life. Yes, absolutely. It's like you changed your approach to your life. You know, you went up against some pretty big energy. I feel like somebody in your life, you know, somebody in your life was very threatened of you, very jealous of you. And I feel like you could feel this whenever you were in the presence of this person. It was like a grinding away that you couldn't quite put your finger on, but it felt awful. You know, and it was a major eye-opening experience for you because you're no longer allowing yourself or gravitating to people that make you feel like that anymore. There's walking away. There you are, walking away. You know, 8 of Cups takes time to fill up cups, especially 8 of them. It takes time to fill even 1 cup. So when something happens, you're not only walking away, but it's like I say, root girl. Red is the first chakra. That is your root. So I feel like you're walking away. You have become reconnected to the disowned self. Yes, yes, yes. You are reconnected to your disowned self. And this is the sense of freedom you have about it. This is why you feel so free. Oh, that is beautiful energy. That is absolutely beautiful energy because your roots is what is sustaining your walking away from these cups that took your lifetime to fill. And you're like, I don't care. I want myself. You know, overall, you know, the bottom of the card, a tidy house, clarity and organization. Clarity. Look at this clarity. So clear. So much coming clean. So much work you're doing on yourself. That's what I said. So much work you are doing on yourself and confronting so much of yourself. Gently, compassionately, grieving with yourself, laughing with yourself. It's like being reconnected with an old friend. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's rare. This is a rare reading. I don't see this very often. This is beautiful. And then the vanishing mirror. Okay, Creator, what is the vanishing mirror about? What is the vanishing mirror, Creator? This one wanted to come out, the 10 of Swords in reverse. Oh, that's powerful energy. That is powerful. This is inevitable end. This is, I can't remember what reading I was doing, but it switched the energy in the reading. The people's energy I was reading, whoever they are, it was powerful because they were pinned to the earth at one point by a truth, and they felt like they were in the darkness and they were face down under the weight of these heavy swords, these heavy truths. And then by the alchemy that they did, they turned this around, where I now saw them as, you know, those people that can like hang themselves like by their skin, or contortionists, or they can lay on like a bed of nails, without getting hurt. Like that's what I saw. But this was like these truths were, and the underworld supporting you. You have truths coming up out of the underworld that are now supporting you. Supporting you and the earth, your life on the earth. You are like a different person now. You are, how do I say this, Creator? You are not like, oh, you're very rare. People that have this kind of energy are very rare. Like you really are healers. And I'm feeling that's what you've been doing is, defeating the devil energy. Devil being like associated with darkness. And now this darkness, this devil energy is no longer a devil. It's now like, it's like when the shadow is no longer in the shadow. It's now you see how it's protecting you. Now you see how it's kept you alive. Now you see how incredibly deep you are. And you didn't have a choice about that. You did what you had to do unconsciously and consciously in order to survive. And that's because of your connection to the underworld since you were little. That's exactly it. You know how to navigate the underworld. In fact, it holds you up. Oh, I just got vertigo again. It supports your life. You have a very uncanny connection to the underworld. I bet you're like a night owl too. I bet you, I just heard the word macabre, like someone like skulls also too. You like skulls, tattoos, lots of tattoos, you give a lot of voice to the underworld, to the darker things, and not bad things, but just things that aren't always out there, like flowers and butterflies and unicorns. Like you're like, no, fuck that. Even though you like that too. I'm not saying that you don't like that, but you're very, very different. I'm picking up on very much somebody who knows who they are, who knows where they come from. Am I taking these? Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So the first card out that fell on the floor is the Fool energy. Oh. So very much starting out, the Fool can be also very spiritual energy. So I feel like it's like my auntie, my beautiful auntie, says things like, when your life is about to change, that's when you step off the edge of the earth. And that's what you're starting all over again. Not literally, but figuratively, symbolically, you're stepping out of a comfort zone. Your life is about to change as you know it. Or let's say you move to a new region, a new city, a new country. Having to learn a new language. You're basically stepping off the earth as you know it. You're stepping onto a new earth. You don't see the new earth in the picture, but what you see is you beginning by taking a step off of the old into something unknown. And that's what this is. You're stepping into something unknown. to you, but it's a path that you're embarking on. A lot of healing, a path of healing, Aquarius energy. You know, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. Aquarius is the woman, I guess I have to cover her because YouTube won't like her. There we go. Aquarius, she's a woman who is naked drawing water, and I think she's got one foot in the water, one foot on land, meaning the balance of elements, the balance of water, which is emotions, and land, which is material, your physical body, your physical life. So balancing between the two elements within you. And Aquarius is naked because this card, what this card symbolizes is when Aquarius has gone through their shadow, when they have been initiated into their shadow and have cleansed themselves, brought their shadow into the light. You no longer have to be covered by darkness. It does no longer have to keep you alive because you are now present in your life. You can keep yourself alive. You no longer have to hold on to lower dimensional, like not necessarily lower dimensional, but whatever, old patterns and behaviors that kept you sustained in your life. You are now, and that's what Aquarius is about. It's about the star. It's about healing because she has first healed. You know, she has first done the work herself, and now she can show the others, point the way to the others by her example. And the Nine of Wands in reverse. Some sort of somebody in your life, maybe, is obstinate or not happy about your growth. Maybe they're questioning your motivations, thinking you're like, whoever's in your life, or maybe this is you, just feeling really exhausted, feeling a sense of fatigue, but somebody's questioning your motivations because of how far you're willing to go, how far you're willing to go to heal, to reach for the stars, to reach for, to answer a call, how far you are willing to go to answer a call. And I don't feel that this is, you're exhausted. I feel that some of the people that are watching you are just exhausted just by watching you, watching you heal. But this is now, you see, because, you know, yes, questioning your motives at how far you're willing to go. Like, why? Why are you willing to go that far? And you know what? Frankly, it's none of their freaking business. It's nobody's business. This path that you're on here, this path of refinement, is inescapably personal for each of us. You know, this is a general reading, so you're all going to read this very differently. You know, so now we come up to the two of Pentacles. And what I see is a person dancing. It's like what Ram Dass stated. When you get to a certain level of consciousness and presence within your own life, most people are just trying to go back back to sleep so they can just go unconscious and let their life go on like automatic pilot. But when you become conscious, you realize there's no such thing as automatic pilot. All there is consciousness, and you don't want to lose that. So in your evolution, one of the things that Ram Dass said is the more conscious you become, you realize that all the grounds you stood on that allowed you to go a little bit unconscious and go back to sleep because it was always solid. It was only solid because of the unconsciousness. You weren't aware of the constantly shifting grounds under your feet because you weren't really paying attention. But now you are paying attention and you're seeing the grounds. There really is nowhere to stand. The ground is constantly shifting under your feet, under your feet, how you see the world. You're changing perspectives. You're changing relationships to the world. And while other people are getting the crap kicked out of them by their own emotions about the constantly changing world, you are tuned into a higher dimension. Look at the tall hat stretching up into the upper world. You've got the Magician 8, and you are rebalancing into a new dimension of manifestation. This is a shattering of an old image of you, the way people see you, the way you saw yourself. Very powerful, very beautiful reading. What a beautiful reading. What's on the bottom for this one? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, someone is obsessed with you. Someone is watching you. Someone is watching your growth, watching you grow, has been watching you grow. Is obsessed with your connection to the Creator, I'm hearing, your connection to Spirit. Yeah, but I feel they're looking at you with a level of obsession. And they couldn't dream of doing what you're doing. They couldn't even dream about it. They couldn't dream of it. They never reached for that kind of work. They never reached for that kind of consciousness. They like to just work without results, even work without rewards even I'm hearing a workhorse, almost like a workhorse. But they're looking at you just, kind of obsessed, trying to understand you. Interesting. Okay, let's have a Egyptian Gods Oracle cards to close this reading off. Creator, can we have an Egyptian Gods Oracle card? To close this reading off and to give some suggested instruction. That was take these upside down. I don't take these in reverse. Okay, one more time. Okay, I'm gonna cut the deck. See what shows up. Oh my gosh. Alchemical force. Alchemical force. What is all of this? Alchemical force. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful card. Look at this. Ooh, powerful energy. Okay, let's see. Alchemical force number 29. Hika, that's the god of Hika. Oops, there we go. Hika is the god of magic and also of healing medicine. The universe was created thanks to magic, and life also depends on it. He is a god who has no origins. His name means, quote unquote, a first work. The first work. Hika reveals himself in the feelings of human beings and expresses himself in their language. He offers determination in order to dominate and the capacity to create. The alchemist purifies base and raw materials to turn them into gold, giving you vitality, energy, magnetism, and strength at all levels. He allows you to successfully develop your accomplishments. He has appeared to you to give you the ability to control in any direction or to dominate all the elements. Oh my gosh, because I can't even tell you the amount of vertigo I was getting at the start of this reading. Like it was really intense. Wow, okay. So there we go. You can just pause the screen and read that if you want. There you go, beautiful. Number 29. Number 29, when added up, when broken down, it becomes an 11, which is a master number. Very powerful energy. Very powerful energy. Whew. So yeah, I'm definitely going to want to listen to this reading also for myself too, because these are for me too. I'm not above these readings, that's for sure. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was useful. And thank you, Creator, for trusting me with this reading. Thank you, Collective, for trusting me with this reading. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.